Hello everyone. In this episode, we're going to break down the first 3 episodes of The Boys. Jumping right in, we open up with the in-universe parody film of the Justice League, with designs calling back to Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. This fake film has been heavily marketed even in the real world, with these hilarious character posters that also throw shade at Marvel Studios. To add on to this, we hear constant references to the Bork cut of this film, which is a clear rip on the chaos that happened with the Justice League movie, and how the original director Zack Snyder made his own version around 4 years later. There's even an ad for A-Train's drink Turbo Rush on the bus next to them. This season, Vought is still handling the reveal that Stormfront turned out to be, I'm afraid to say the word on YouTube. Hence why they had a different actress and made her the overall villain of the film to try and mask what really happened. Fast forwarding a bit to that termite scene where we can't really get into specifics, but is a recreation of the Ant-Man vs. Thanos memes. And what a way to start off the season right and remind audiences what we've been missing. Because boy did we miss this. It seems like Vought's agenda is to eventually get into the White House, because then they can really have a say over things like a superpowered military and, of course, make even more sales. This is why they funded the current president's campaign and are trying to help Victoria's political journey. We find out that all of this goes back to as far as when she was a child and was actually taken in by Stan Edgar, giving him even more influence over Congress now. With all of the controversy surrounding Stormfront, it comes as a shock that she's still alive given her current condition. Homelander does believe he's in love with her still, which we clearly see, and he basically just tells her to shut up when she brings up her beliefs. But this ultimately sets up his breaking point for the season, as he becomes more honest with the public about what kind of man he really is. Something interesting to note is that when we meet Todd, the new boyfriend of Mother's Milk's ex, he's wearing a Homelander outfit. This not only represents MM's bad relationship with the real Homelander, but how he also sees Todd as an enemy of sorts now, because he wants his wife back and his old life. Another reference to Marvel comes in the form of an accident that happened with Black Noir at a coffee shop in Lagos, which is the same location where Scarlet Witch accidentally harmed some civilians in Captain America: Civil War. Similarly, the location of the boys' new hideout is also the same building used as the Daily Bugle in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. A reference to DC I noticed is when they called A-Train the fastest man alive, which is of course often the Flash's description. Now, I didn't think about it at first, but the reason they chose to do the front portion, if you know what I mean, of that termite scene, was probably because they already did that back portion in season 1 when they blew up Translucent that way. So it's clear that the 7 is a parody of the Justice League. Now, we're introduced to the team Payback, a play on, of course, the Avengers. This team is made up of Soldier Boy, who is basically Captain America, but with all of the worst qualities, as well as other takes on characters like the Winter Soldier and the Scarlet Witch. As of right now, it seems like their main hope to defeating Homelander could be to find and use Soldier Boy. Although we get the reveal that MM is still hooked on fighting superheroes because of something to do with Soldier Boy, he still seems to be the only one who has ever been on a similar power level to Homelander besides Ryan. Their only other option may be to actually train Ryan and use him since he has similar, if not the same, abilities. However, I wonder if they will change it and surprise us by actually making Ryan the next villain after Homelander. Because depending on how many seasons this show goes on for, eventually they're gonna have to take him out somehow. So if they do, maybe Ryan could be the next one to go off the rails and give us a well-crafted villain which we'd have a deeper connection with. Unless Ryan can actually help out. Even with the newly introduced Compound V, it just doesn't seem like the boys have enough firepower, which is insane. When he's talking to the Jumper, Homelander himself knows that he is basically a god with his abilities, and that no one can hold him back from what he wants. And now that Stormfront is seemingly dead, he doesn't have much holding him back any longer. Overall, these first 3 episodes have already drawn me in more than any other show probably ever has. There's just something about the writing and execution with the boys show that's unlike most other superhero shows nowadays. They aren't afraid to tackle or make fun of real world problems and ideas, which also helps set you in this make-believe universe. While only 8 episodes, they still manage to flesh it out more to me than, say, compared to the 6-episode formula of the Disney Plus shows right now. So hopefully this season is on par with the previous 2 and delivers. But what did you think? Did you enjoy these first 3 episodes? Comment your thoughts below, because I'd love to hear them. And that's that. See ya.